In this Excel 2013 Review 1 Basics, we'll be covering Merge and Center, Cell Fill, Fill Handle, Copy and Move, Wrap Text, Cell Styles, Borders, Number Formatting, and Text Orientation. Greetings all. Lean in and we'll review some basic Excel concepts. Let's start with Merge and Center. I've typed the topic of our example files in cell A1, Disney World Vacation Summer 2016. I'd like to center that in 4 cells, A1, B1, C1, and D1. I'm going to select all 4 cells, and then making sure the Home tab is selected, I'm going to click the Merge and Center button option. And you'll notice, not terribly dramatic in this case, it merged and centered our content. On to another easy one. We're going to fill the cell with color. First, we're going to select the cell that we want to fill or change. Make sure that the Home tab is selected. Click the drop-down arrow to the right of the Fill Color command. The Fill Color menu opens. You can hover your mouse over the colors. You can also hover slowly to see the description of the color that you're hovering over and considering. After checking it out, click the fill color that you want to use. The selected fill color will appear in the selected cell or cells. Very often, you will need to copy the data in one cell to other cells in a worksheet. You can copy and paste. It is not always the most efficient method to accomplish the task. Excel has a better way. Select the cells that contain information you would like to fill other cells. Click, hold, and drag the fill handle until all of the cells that you want to fill are selected. You'll notice that you get a little pop-up preview of how the cells will be filled. When the series is complete, release your mouse. Sometimes the content of a row or column follows an order that is a sequence of words or numbers. For example, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or June, July, August, or 8:30 a.m., 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m. You can use the fill handle to quickly fill the cells within the series. Sometimes you need to select multiple cells before using the fill handle to help Excel determine the series order. I can just type Monday, drag across, and I can see there's my little pop-up preview that Excel can finish that all by itself. Now, if I just typed 8 a.m., I haven't established enough of the series to give Excel an idea what I would like to do. So instead, 8 and 8:30 a.m. lets Excel know that I want 30-minute increment between each time. So again, I've got my little cross, and I'm going to pull it down. I can see my preview. It's doing exactly what I like. When I get to the end of my series, I let go. To copy data down a column list fast, formula, text, or value, you can also double-click the right lower corner. And this only works on columns, unfortunately. It doesn't work on rows. Pretty neat trick. If I need to move or copy some data on the sheet, here's an easy way to do that. I'm going to select the data that I want to move. Then as I go to the corner with it selected, I'll see my crossed arrows. I'm going to left click, hold, and drag and move this to the location of my choice. You can see that's pretty easy to do. Now, let's say that I don't want to cut it, I just want to copy it. One way I can do that, I'll select the data that I want to copy, and on my keyboard I'll hit Control and C to copy, and then I can either select the exact entire range of cells, and it has to match, that I want to copy into, or I can click the top left corner cell of where I'd like to place this content. And then I'm going to Control V for paste. And you can see I copied and pasted easily my content. Now let's copy some of our database content to a different spreadsheet. I'm going to select the data that I would like to copy, and then I'm going to right click. I'm going to select copy. I'm going to move to my empty worksheet, and I'm going to click the top left cell, right click, and select paste. Now I can see there's a bit of a formatting issue here, but no worries, there's a better solution. I'm going to right click, but now I'm going to choose paste special, and I'm going to make sure that I select keep source column widths. And you can see that's a much neater representation of the data that I chose to copy than the first paste example. Let's talk about wrapping text. On this page I have lists of all the rides at each of the Disney parks. But oh my, what a mess. That's gobbledygook. We'd like to put that in a format that's easier to read. I'm going to select all of my cells, A, B, C, and D, one for each park. Click the Home tab. From the Home tab, in the Alignment section, we're going to click Wrap Text. Oh my, already that's so much better. Exactly what we wanted to do. It's fast and easy to give your spreadsheet a professional look with cell styles. Select the cell or cells that you would like to style. I'm going to do my header first. Select the Home tab. Click the Cell Styles command to expand the Style Selections menu. Click to choose the appropriate style from the drop-down menu. I'm going to select Title. Now I'll click my subheadings. Again, I'd like for them to stand out a bit. I think I like the dark blue. And now I'll select my list elements. One more time, let's take a look and see what other options we have here. I think I want a lighter color, so I'm going to go in the same color range but with a light blue. See how easy it is to add cell styles to your Excel spreadsheet. To add a border, I'm going to select the cells that I would like to border. I'm going to click the Home tab. In the Font section, I'm going to click the drop-down box to the right of border. I'm going to choose all borders. Now there are a variety of options. In borders, you'll notice there are selections for unique individual border types. In this particular case, I'm going to leave the default options and demonstrate the simplest process. There's also a More Borders selection that allows you to specialize the borders even further. Let's look at two ways to format cells and adjust decimal places. First, I'm going to select the cell range that I would like to format. With the cell range selected, I'm going to right click. I'm going to select Format Cells. Now this is currency, so I'm going to click Currency. And now you can see in this particular instance, the decimal places are selected by default. If I wanted to adjust them, I can easily do it here. But in this case, this is correct. The symbol is the $ and 2 decimal places. So I can click OK. Now, there's a fast and easy way to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to select the cells that I would like to format. In the number section at the top, I'm going to select the black drop-down arrow. I'm going to click Currency. I can choose to move decimal points if necessary, increase decimal or decrease decimal. If I just need to add a $ or any monetary sign for another country, I can do that. One of the interesting things that we can do in Excel is change text orientation. I'm going to select the cell that holds the text that I would like to change orientation of. In the Alignment section, I'm going to click the arrow to the right of the orientation icon, which is a diagonal arrow with a B above it. Now, what I'd like to do is rotate the text up. So I'm going to click Rotate Text. Now I can change the font of this text to something that might be a bit more appropriate in this situation. And I can change the size of that font to something that might be a bit more appropriate. And then I might decide I would like to center the content. Here we have a better way of conveying this information. You've completed part 1 of Excel Review Basics. Merge and center, cell fill, fill handle, copy and move, wrap text, cell styles, borders, number formatting with decimals, and text orientation.